Hello everybody, my name is PuppyJoe, and this is the first episode of a DankyKraft Minecraft series, Bedrock, starting with 1.16. I've been busy, we're on our own DankyKraft server, there's no one else online at the moment, but we've been busy this past couple of weeks trying to get the server set up, and I've been recording videos along the way to show you. Maybe I'll cut those in, maybe I'll show you some vintage video clips when we started the server a couple weeks ago, but in reality it was so complicated trying to put it all together. I was like, well, I'll just give you a base tour instead. So I thought I'll give you a base tour, get you caught up, and then maybe we can do a little let's play together. You, me, hanging out. That sound okay? Okay, cool. Let's start the tour. That's a cow. And that concludes the tour. I'm just kidding. Okay. So when I first started the server, I was trying to figure out where spawn was, because what I wanted to do with spawn was to floating tree, was to kind of cultivate it in a way. I want to get nice and set up. I wanted to figure it all out. And that way, when you die and you're in need of materials and supplies, you have a place to come to. You got some wheat, you got some potatoes, you got some carrots, you got some beets, wheat and beets, you got some cows, got a little chicken cooker back there. So that was the whole idea of having like a spawn area set up. So believe it or not, and I'm sure you can believe it, there's our first little farm. Aw, it's still here. This is our first farm. Yeah, okay. But when we spawned this area for the first time, it was overrun by these giant trees. Jump, jump, jump. It was overrun by these giant trees. So I actually had to, I forgot to figure out where spawn was when I first joined the game. So I had to kill myself like 100 different times to figure out where spawn actually was. Hey, zombie, kill me. Okay, I died. I respawned. Where do I spawn this time? Eventually finding spawn, I worked with a few friends and we cleared out all the trees, and then we started setting up a little bit of a community area. We raided a nearby village, and we got some wheat, some potatoes, some beets, some berries, some carrots. We lured in some cows, and then, lured in cows, which is nice. Got a little kind of cow farm over there in the background for later use. I've had chickens here, but then the foxes killed them. So I replaced the chickens with dogs and cats. And then we have a little chicken cooker here. We're turning on fire tick, so I have to replace all these blocks with non-flammable blocks. And it needs to be reset every once in a while. You can see how the lava is not supposed to be out right now. But it's working. We're getting a little bit of chicken. We got barrels. We got barrel of chicken. Yeah, we got a barrel of chicken, which is nice. A little bit of supplies, berries, a little bit of supplies. If you end up spawning here, we got some wheat, not wheat, sugarcane there. And we have a little hut. This little hut was definitely just a wooden box first, and we kind of built onto it slowly. We're going to have a little spiraling staircase here, which is nice. And got a nice little fireplace. Ah, yes, where we come to collect our thoughts and tell stories and dry off. And over here we have a bit of a storage area, some beginner storage area. Here's a lot of the users on the server. Sith maybe, Improv, myself, Mark, Truffles, and Faffin. And there's a couple other users on the server that are out there in the wild, building their mega bases. We've got a single bed for us to sleep on. We share, it's not a problem. We have an enchantment table that's, I don't think it's level 30 yet, but it's we're working on it. So we got a little community area, a nice little safe space to spawn if you die, and now this way you don't floating tree. Now this way you don't end up in the middle of nowhere having to walk 1,000 blocks to your base. You can pick up some supplies and start your journey. That's the idea anyway. In the meantime, This leads down to strip mining. But in the meantime, what I've been doing... Ooh... Oh, that's new. Boat pickup and return. We'll check that out later. In the meantime, I've been working on a villager breeder. It's not looking great, you know. It's fine. It's okay. It is what it is, but let me show it to you guys. Next. Here we go. So the villager breeder is definitely very basic right now. You can see it here. There they are. Oh, they're doing their thing. Oops, sorry. We'll give them some privacy. So yeah, they breed, and then the villagers go down a little water tunnel, and they come out over here, which is about 100 blocks away. It's like 150 blocks away to be safe. So yeah, here we are. This is the trading hall. The villagers are going to pop out right here. I think there's a couple on their way. Yep, there is. We'll have to block them off eventually. But they pop up here. I lure them into the little stations, and I lower them. Yep, I don't have any supplies on me right now, but I lower them. They get killed by a zombie, and I convert them. I built this trading hall based off of the one that Mumbo built for the HermitCraft series, and a user, I'll put up his name now, and there'll be a link in the description, made a tutorial on how to build this for Bedrock. So I did that, but also what I found out was this design's a little too complicated for what I need it for. There's another YouTuber named Old Guy, video description in the link below, who went through the mechanics of villagers for Bedrock Edition, and using those mechanics, I guess, I'm going to move the trading hall somewhere else, make it a little bit more efficient for what I need it for. But the idea is to have all the librarians I need, the smithers I need. Aw, hey buddy. You don't belong here. But I'll find a home for you. Don't you worry. But I want to have all the smithers I need. I want to have all the farmers I need. I want to have, you know, all the things I need. But I want to have them all in one big place. And I want to be able to convert a zombie and get discounts on all the nearby villagers. So while I was doing this, I was able to get my diamond armor and enchantments. So spoiler alert, but here we go. It's not fully kitted, but you know what? It is what it is. I got some, I need respiration and depth strider and feather falling still. And that's when getting more of these guys is going to come in handy, which is going to be our next project. And then in here, boop, 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 I have a passive slime farm, unintentional. So I have an unintentional slime farm. I do want to like put iron golems on the perimeter to see if I can lure the slime, so I don't have to kill them. And then I would just passively get slime. It might not be enough to do a lot of big projects, but it'll be enough to kind of keep me happy and satiated. But what I built here was a melon farm. This is a third farm I built here. Just melons, very basic, very simple design. We got ourselves our pumpkin farm, which is the second farm we built here. Pumpkins, yep. And then we have a zero-tick sugarcane farm. It's under construction right now, but it does do the job. And then eventually what I want to do is come 100 blocks this way, which is where this torch is, and clear out all this area to put my town center, and then all the traders that I need to kind of be satiated with supplies, for lack of better words. But I didn't talk about my first farm, because my first farm used to be right here. But I made a carrot farm, and I put a lot of time and energy into it, very basic design, and it just does not work. I couldn't get it to work for the life of me. It actually only works for me in creative, and it doesn't work for me in survival. So after trying, I just went ahead and called it quits, took the whole day down, and put up a pumpkin farm instead. And oh yeah, and of course there was a mine shaft here too, which is still there. It's still hanging out, and I am just clearing out as I play. But that's basically it. That's what PuppyJoe's been up to. That's what I've been up to. I have chests everywhere full of supplies. I don't really have a base for myself yet. I have an idea on what I could do, but it's still lacking. And I don't have a storage center or anything. My goal is to hopefully get the trading hall kind of in a good spot. And then maybe somewhere down here, I might make my own base with a storage center and everything. Yeah, so we're gonna keep going on. Maybe we'll meet some other members of the server at some point. We got a couple active users, and hopefully in the next episode we can just expand this out and really put a big dent in it so we can put our trading hall up here once and for all. I'm very excited to see what that might look like. But in the meantime, I hope you liked watching. I hope you liked the little base tour. Welcome to DankyKraft, episode 00. And I'll see you next time. Thanks. Got myself an iron pickaxe because I just found my first diamond of the game. There she is. Hopefully I get 3. Yep. Nice. That will do nicely. Oh. One. Oh no, this is stone. Oh no, I ruined it. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I still got 3. I just destroyed. Oh man, my first diamond of the game destroyed. But I still got 3. That's okay. That's enough to make a pickaxe. We are doing good.